Oscar with OQ Detailing. So if you have plastic or rubber mat, I'm gonna go over a quick tutorial on how you can clean them and make them look almost as new. So I'm gonna show you all the products and tools we're gonna use. They're gonna be linked in the description in case you're interested in getting them. Now, in cases like here, if you see carefully, you have gum. So one product that I really like using for gum or any sticky residue is Orange Degreaser from 3D. So we're gonna pre-spray that, let it dwell. And we can pre-spray pretty much most of it with this as well. This product by itself is a good cleaner for this situation. But the other product we're gonna use is Adams Rubber Mat and Liner Cleaner. And what I like about this one is great at cleaning this type of, specific for this, but the reason why this is great too is because it not only cleans, but it kind of rejuvenates that black look. It doesn't strip away from the color of it, doesn't dry it out either. So it's good for cleaning and rejuvenating. So we have different type of brushes here. You wanna use a stiff brush. These are usually used for tires, so tire brush. And you want to go ahead and start tackling the gum residue. You're going to need a lot of elbow grease for this. You can use your nail too. Now the Orange Degreaser is for medium and light gum or sticky residue. If it doesn't come off, you might need something stronger, a stronger chemical, or you might need a steamer. But we're gonna go ahead and with this stiff brush, we're gonna get the really caked on, stuck residue, food, you know, whatever's attached to the rubber mat. And then we're gonna use the Adams product here, and we're gonna spray liberally. What I also like about this one is a very sudsy, so it really creates great. Now we're gonna use a little bit of a softer, so it's more manageable, and you can get in the crevices a little bit better. And you're just gonna go ahead and get every single part. Now here's a pro tip. If you have a drill brush, a battery drill brush, you can get this drill brush attachment, which is really great for upholstery as well, for like cloth seats and just different cleaning surfaces. This one you want to get the white one because the white is stiff enough to do good cleaning, but it's not hard enough to create damage on cloth or anything like that. So if we were to use this, I started with the method that requires the least amount of, you know, specific tools, you know, a brush. But if you have this, you can see that it would make the process a lot easier. And I'm making a mess here, but so you see, this one really helps, does kind of the work for you. So now that it's nice and clean, we're gonna go ahead, and you don't need a pressure washer. You can really use your garden hose. A pressure washer might help, but it's not needed. And you're just gonna rinse off. Now here's a pro tip. Your most natural instinct would be to leave it to dry in the sun. But if you have the option, you should avoid that because the sun can dry it out. It's not beneficial. If you're only doing this once in a while, it probably wouldn't do much. But it's preferably to, you know, stand it up against something, against the wall or something, and let it air dry on a shaded area. But if you have no time or you have no other choice, leaving it to dry out in the sun, it's not the worst thing. But like I said, the sun, you know, the sun damages everything. The sun can dry out and fade anything. So we're gonna let it dry, and after that, I'm gonna show you what you might be able to do if it's really grayed out. So if it went from being black to being gray because of so much use, heavy use, a lot of rubbing with your feet and stuff like that. Now, a lot of detailers, what they will do is they'll put some form of dressing but dressings are extremely dangerous, even if they're water-based. And the reason is because they'll become slippery. And you don't want to do these on rubber mats because this is where you place your feet. And your placing your feet is the stability that you have. So if you're driving and this is slippery and you need a brake or something, you could accidentally miss the brake or miss the gas pedal. You might, slip and injure themselves trying to get out of a car because the rubber mats were slippery because they had put a product on there. So I don't recommend pretty much most of them, but there is one that might work, but I don't always recommend it. And so this is why I'm gonna show you after they dry. Okay, so as you can see now, the mat is fully dry. And thankfully, as you can see, it's actually not grayed out. It's not discolored. It's not grayish. So we don't need to put any form of like trim restore, I guess you can say. It looks great. So if you only had one product, I would actually recommend this one, Adams, because this one, like I said, it cleans and in a form rejuvenates it to its OEM appearance. This is the best shot to do it without putting any form of dressing on it. Now, if you are going to put one, I would recommend this one, but I'm not always so confident. This one says it's a non-slip, but you have to make sure before you put the mats in the car, you have to apply it, and then you're gonna take a rag and you're gonna mat it down, and then you gotta check. You gotta check your sole with your foot, is it slippery or not, and then it's gonna define, because I tried it on my personal car first. I didn't like it, so I don't always do it, but I have tried it, matting it down, and it works sometimes. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much.